Hello there, kia ora. The Waikato District is home to the Kingitanga movement, some of the most used roads in the entire country. It's got the main trunk line running through the middle of it. It's got the busiest ice cream stop in Aotearoa, New Zealand. My grandfather actually lived there for a few years. He was part of the tangi procession of Koraki Mahuta, the fifth Māori king, and my mum was born in the area. So I want to make sure that they get some candidates and councillors who are really passionate about making sure the place is looked after and ready for the future. The problem with the area, though, is that it's got one of the biggest red flag candidates in the entire country trying to get on to council. So, quick disclaimer, as usual, these are my red flags. That means that they're not going to be red flags for everyone, which is one of the reasons why you really should research all of your candidates and see which ones share your goals or your vision for the place that you call home. And most importantly, none of that is going to matter if you don't vote in this year's local body election. In the Tairaro Takiwā Māori ward is a candidate who has a really long history of waving red flags. Donna Pokeri Phillips. She's a serial candidate who's run for the Alliance, TOP, the Māori Party, and last election at the Outdoor and Freedoms Party as, I think it was deputy leader or co-leader, next to Sue Gray, the problematic lawyer. She's also had several runs at Hamilton City Council. And to be fair, I've also had some people running in Hamilton City Council really glad that she's not running there again this year. She claimed on Counterspin Media that COVID vaccines were bioweapons that kill people and that hospitals were death camps, and claimed at Waitangi a couple of years ago that vaccines had killed over 30 members of her family. She regularly shares hard-right content ranging from US Trump-aligned media to local disinformation mouthpiece reality check radio, and everything in between. She claimed that tragic flooding and storms that hit Auckland a few years ago were actually the result of geoengineering, that police were coming to uplift babies from unvaccinated families, and she was one of the leading drivers of claims that 5 children had collapsed due to the rollout of vaccines for young people on the North Shore a few years back. And the problem that we've got with her is that she presents really well in person. On paper, she's got some really decent qualifications. You just need to Google her or check her Facebook page to see exactly what it is that you're dealing with. And it's another good reminder that you really do need to research as much as you can on potential candidates to make sure you know what it is that you're voting for. In Tamaheri Woodlands, members of the Cambridge Voices for Freedom groups are supporting Mark Manson's campaign, claiming that Mark stands for what they stand for. And Crystal Beavis was also promoted in the same group's last election as being aligned with their views. And Mike Kerr enjoyed jumping on Telegram and complaining about Three Waters. So he's one of those councillors who complained about the problem that led to the government cancelling the issue without any sort of backup plan or way to deal with it, which led to increased costs around the problem that he fought against the solution for. In the Tuakau Pocono General Ward, you've got Fabio Rodriguez. He's really buddy-buddy with Hobson's Pledge mouthpiece, former New Conservative leader who supported the speaking tours of white supremacists, Elliot Ikele. In the Whangaroa General Ward and Raglan Community Board, you've got Nicola Laboire. She follows some freedom groups like the New Zealand Health Forum, Rural AstroTurf Lobby Group Groundswell. Just a couple of weeks ago joined Challenging Councils, a pseudo-law group on both Facebook and Telegram, and is Facebook friends with at least one Voices for Freedom coordinator. And while she scrubbed her mainstream socials, Port Waikato's Trish Murray is also a local Voices for Freedom coordinator. In fact, she was a guest speaker at a coordinator meeting in Auckland and Northland recently, which might explain why she gets curious about local Facebook pages taking down disinformation propaganda from reality check radio. Waikato District is an amazing place full of contrasts, from the physicality of the landscapes to the needs of the people. Its proximity to Auckland and Hamilton mean it's one of the fastest growing areas in Aotearoa, and that presents a huge range of challenges. And that's something that most of the candidates in the election there recognise, even if they don't all agree on the best approach to facing those challenges. There are some clearly passionate people keen to step up and face them head on. Look, voting is done by postal ballot with voting forms sent out in early September. Waikato District is using first past the post, so you need to tick the candidates that you like. And the future of Māori wards is on the ballot here. So, to have your say, look at what other candidates have to say on the issue as well. You can find more information about your local elections on your council website or visit my website, paultheotherone.com/LG25 to check out a whole bunch of resources.
Hey, thanks for checking out today's video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe so you get more updates as we go along. We deal with these guys for the rest of the year.